State of mankind. How much do you know? Excerpts from How the Spectre of Communism is Ruling Our World. 97. Under liberal influence, many judges or legislative agencies deliberately curtail the legitimate power of law enforcement, effectively turning a blind eye to crime. The communist specter's aim in doing this is to paralyze the state apparatus in order to stir up social turmoil, which in turn creates excuses either for the expansion of government, or the necessary conditions for a coup or revolution. Many states have passed far-left laws, a typical example being the Sanctuary State Act. Among other provisions, a sanctuary state prohibits federal officials from arresting illegal immigrants in local prisons, including those with outstanding warrants for their arrest. Local police are barred from cooperating with federal agents to enforce immigration laws. This poses a serious security risk for the public. In July 2015, illegal immigrant Jose Inés Garcia Zarate shot and killed a young woman who was walking along Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. Zarate had a history of crime. He had been charged with 7 felonies involving drugs and robbery, and possession of weaponry, and had been deported 5 times. When San Francisco passed its sanctuary city law, Zarate was released from custody and evaded the federal immigration authorities who had been demanding his 6th deportation. When a criminal stands trial, extremely strict standards are placed on the prosecution. This is ostensibly to protect the legitimate rights of the suspect, but often the result is that criminals are able to take advantage of loopholes in the law. Cunning suspects, or those who enjoy status or privileges, those who understand the law and regulations, or those who hire capable attorneys, can drag out the legal process at great cost to the judicial system. Even guilty suspects can be very hard to bring to justice. Influenced by the spread of sexual liberation, verdicts in cases involving sex crimes often cite findings in recent research to argue that the damage caused by the abuse is little or non-existent. Many cases have been resolved by reducing the sentences of sexual predators. Many ordinary criminals have had their original sentences reduced as well, owing to budget shortages or on account of prisoners' rights. The real motivation, though, is political correctness, to weaken the power of the law, disturb social order, and pave the road for further expansion of government. For the law to be fair, it must administer strict punishment to those who commit unpardonable crimes. Since antiquity, murder was punishable by death. But today, some countries and territories have abolished capital punishment on such the grounds of humanity, tolerance, or a supposed respect for life. Under the influence of twisted liberalism and progressivism, some people give undue weight to prisoners' rights, no matter the severity of the crime, while remaining strangely silent regarding the victims. If a murderer is fed and housed by taxpayer money, his loss of freedom is hardly a fair trade for the death of the victim and the trauma it causes to loved ones. Many researchers in the United States have found that capital punishment is effective in deterring crime. David Muehlhausen, senior policy analyst in the Heritage Foundation, testified in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2007 that capital punishment has a deterrent effect and can save lives. In the 1990s, 3 professors, including Paul Rubin at Emory University, examined 20 years of crime statistics from 3,000 cities and towns across the United States and concluded that each execution results, on average, in 18 fewer murders. Even scholars who are against capital punishment must concede that it has a deterrent effect. By pushing the concepts of freedom and legality to extremes, the devil has distorted the law and robbed it of its sanctity. From Chapter 10, Using the Law for Evil,